Hi everyone, this is Matt. Welcome back to my channel. As some of you might know, I'm a medical writer and I recently spoke to you about my profession. So in this episode, I gave you an overview of medical writing, and in this one, I spoke about medical writing interviews and I focused on the questions. Now, I want to talk to you about medical writing tests, which are an integral part to medical writing interviews. This is something that employers do to check your natural ability to write and to see what you need to improve. Based on your writing, they will judge how much additional training you might need and whether it is worth investing in you. In my experience, the writing test will take place after the interview with the HR and before the interview with the hiring manager. However, after reaching out to my colleagues, some companies prefer for you to sit the test after the interview with the hiring manager, and others will give you the test during the interview itself. If they want you to take the test at home, the HR person will send you the test via email and expect it back by the agreed deadline. They might give you anything from 2 hours to 5 days to complete the task. It all depends on the complexity of the task and the company itself. So let's speak about the writing test itself. In most cases, you can expect to be asked to write an abstract, a data summary, or to create a slide deck. If they ask you to write an abstract, they will send you a scientific paper missing one. Now, medical writers deal with clinical data, so most likely they will send you a clinical manuscript. Now, I would strongly suggest you look up journal Lancet, which I tagged in the description of this video. This is the most well-known medical journal with the highest impact factor. Now, this is the gold standard for publishing clinical or medical data, and you should definitely check how people who publish in Lancet write the abstracts. How much information regarding introductions, results, conclusions they include in the abstracts. How long the abstracts are, how technical they are. What are the key points? Study the abstracts and ideally find an article in Lancet that is similar to the article you are supposed to work on. Similar to writing an abstract, they might send you a few data tables or figures and ask you to summarize them. Now, go back to Lancet, check how they do it, and then write your data summary. They might also ask you to summarize a PowerPoint presentation or to create one. If this is for lay audience, then look up Plain Language Summaries. Now, I will leave a link in the description of the video to a plain language summary written by Pfizer, so you can get an idea of what they look like. And on the other hand, if they ask you to create a presentation, then remember to be creative and make it look appealing to the eye. So let's go back to the writing itself. They will want to see that you understand the science, that you can write in a scientifically accurate manner, and that you can find the key scientific messages. They will also judge your writing style by checking whether the text flows in a logical manner from one paragraph to the next one, and they will also want to see that you have an excellent attention to detail. So, are you using the same tense throughout the document, the same abbreviations, the same units? Are the units correct? Are there no grammatical errors? Are there no punctuation errors, spelling errors, and so on? The easiest way to check the flow and the punctuation is to read the text you've written out loud. The rule of thumb is you should have a comma whenever you take a breath, and if something sounds a little bit off, then most likely you have a problem with the punctuation itself. It is also a good idea to give the text you've written to someone else to read. And for the grammar, I use Grammarly.com. You should showcase your research skills as well. So read about the topic and find other clinical trials that were conducted for this particular drug. You could do this by visiting clinicaltrials.gov. I will leave the link to this website in the description of the video. Also, some communication agencies are more creative than others, and you should get a feel for it from the brief. So if they are, then showcase your creativity as well. And beyond writing itself, there will be other things they will want to assess. So, for example, they will want to see that you can stick to the brief and include all of the vital information. They will also want to see that you are not afraid to ask questions if anything is missing or some information is a bit unclear. Because you see, asking questions and sticking to the brief is the bread and butter for medical writers. Also, if you could submit your completed task before the deadline, it would score you some extra points because medical writers constantly work under tight deadlines, and having a bit of extra time left would be very helpful to everyone. Finally, when you're about to send the email with the completed test back, make sure that this email sounds very professional. They will look out for it because medical writers write emails to clients nearly every single day. All in all, what you aim for is to be clear and concise. So make sure that you write short sentences that are to the point, and I'm sure you will smash it. If you benefit from this video, if you benefit from this channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel because it keeps me motivated, and I will see you in the next one.